Hello everyone. Let me see if I can invite Reynelda. If you guys are connected, let me know. Say hi here, please. I cannot see if there's anyone connected, but just say hello, comment below, please. So, is there anybody here? Just wanna be sure. I see someone logged in. There we go. I can see. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining us, right? Hello, Reynelda. Well, so I think there are people already here. Let me know if you can listen me or if you cannot, please. If you can comment, because I see the comments. And for those who don't know me yet, I am Susi Molina. I'm from Brazil. That explains the accent. And I live in Chicagoland, in Forest Park, Illinois. And I work with Feng Shui and organizing. I've been practicing Feng Shui for the past few years. And I love it. I started working with it as a hobby. It was my hobby before, and I started to study and help people around me and help more people until my life, my space was born in 2018. And the goal of my company and the purpose of my work is to help people to live and to work in healthier environments. So I would like to say thank you to Reynelda for inviting me to be here. I am honored to talk about this subject. This was the subject of a blog post she invited me to write. You guys can check on her blog the post if you want to read in more details. I'm gonna apologize if I mispronounce or if I say something you cannot understand. You can comment below and let me know, because I'll try to explain myself. We're gonna talk about the role your offices and workspaces are playing in your career. I'm gonna bring some tips for all of you to apply in your space, things that you can do by yourself, and this is amazing. And these tips you can apply either in your office, if you go to the office, or if you are working from home, your home office. It's things that are gonna help. There are things that are gonna help you to be more functional, to have more harmony in your environment, to be more productive, and to work better, to enjoy a little more your space. So for us to start with the tips, the first thing I need to tell you all, if you already don't know, I guess you know, because since you see Reynelda's tip, she's always bringing how important it is to take care of ourselves and our environments. Our environments are connected with us. They are connected with our energy. They can show our tastes. They can show our routine. They can tell a lot about ourselves, and they reflect ourselves. They reflect our lives, and they reflect pretty much everything about us. So it's important to take care of them to improve our own lives. And also, I've been working with clients who didn't notice they had some problems until they started to work in their spaces, and they realized that they had some things to deal in their own lives. So taking care of your environment, either your home or your office, can be a good way to reconnect with your inner self, to reconnect with your life, and to do a self-evaluation. Or if you're already doing a self-evaluation, to transmute the energy of your space, to make your space to reflect the new life you want to have, to reflect the new goals you have in your life. I'm just reading here to see if there's any question. I think there's no question so far. So said that our spaces are connected to ourselves, it's important to take care of them. It's important to give our spaces some love, and to be sure that we are taking care of their energy. Everything has an energy, right? I have my vital energy, my space, you do your space, your pets, your belongings, and this energy is vibrating, so we can transmute our energy, we can transmute the energy of our environment, and we do that by meditating, by calming down. And there's a very good video that I did with Reynelda in my YouTube channel, and she gave wonderful tips of how we can settle and calm down, so you guys check later. So your office or your home office is important because it's the place that you work. You follow your career, your life path, you visualize what you want to achieve, you strategize, and you are creative, and those are all important things. So be sure that you are taking care of your space and giving some love to it. And to start to do that, if you did not know, if you're ready to do it, you can start by just looking at it at first. Sit down when you're calm, when you're not going to be interrupted by anybody, and look around yourself. Evaluate your belongings, look the space you have, how much room you have for you, and do a self-evaluation of where you are in your career, where you are in your life, and how you believe your space is reflecting yourself, your goals, your career, or maybe where you want to be, what you need to change. Because a way to start change our lives is also start to reflecting the changes we want to have, to achieve in our environment, to act in the energy of it, to attract, to manifest, but also to act in our own minds, to remind ourselves of where we want to be. So this is my first tip: evaluate and look everything around. And the second tip is to make your workspace a clutter-free environment. The reason for that is because clutter is the hugest enemy of energy flow. And since we are working with energy, we are working to transmute the energy, to improve, enhance it, and make it healthier. By having clutter, you don't have a flow of the energy around. And to have a health space, you need to have a good flow of energy. And also clutter, it's gonna bring a stuck energy, a energy that it's not gonna be helpful for you to bring new opportunities, new people, a new life for your career, for professional, personal life, whatever you are looking for, and also a new energy. So clutter is the worst, and my favorite tip to evaluate how you can handle clutter is to go by every belonging you have. Just today I posted a video on my IGTV talking about that, taking things out of the drawers and holding them if you can, but evaluating all the belongings and asking yourself and being honest with yourself of how often you use them, how much you like them, what memories they bring to you, and what feelings and emotions your belongings bring to you. Because you might be surprised that you might have some belongings in your space, and they might make you feel upset. They might bring you memories that are not the best memories you have, or they were gifted from someone who might not give you good emotions. So this is something important to evaluate. Let me see. Some people are working from home. That's a very good question. When you are working from home, most of us are right now, and we need to adapt our space to that. So the most important thing you can do is to make room for yourself, right? To make room for yourself to sit down. If you can bring a desk or a table, some people are using dining table. Try to make enough room for you. That's the first thing you should do to be sure that you can function, and make sure that you have everything you need ready for you to use. Make sure that you can work in a space that is comfortable, that you are going to be able to function well and not be interrupted. Another thing that you can do, and this is very important, is to make sure that your space is reflecting you. So it might be temporary that you are working from home. It might not be so temporary, but it's important that for this small time, or for this short time, you are making your space to reflect your tastes by the decoration. You are making it comfortable to embrace you and to serve you to achieve your purpose at work. So be sure that you observe that. And of course, there's something that I cannot forget to mention. I mentioned already about the energy flow, but it's very important, especially if you are a business owner, to have a command position. If you are not, and you can, that's great. The command position is good for everybody, because the command position is gonna let people to feel more comfortable, more secure, to function better, to reconnect with their spaces, and to be ready for things that come to their lives. So what is the command position? The command position is when you sit down in your office and you have a solid wall behind you, but you have a clear view of who enters the room. That means that the door is not gonna be behind you, because to have a command position, you don't need to look in the back to see who is entering the room. It's important that the door is in front of you. An important detail, in front of you without being aligned with you, because you don't want the door to be in front of your desk and that energy coming straight to you. That makes us a difference. So I know some people working from home right now, and they might not be able to have the command position. Try as much as you can. Of course, you wanna, as we talked before, you wanna have room for the energy to flow around your desk. So you're not gonna bring the command position to your work environment, if you are going to be without room to sit down, if you're not going to be comfortable, then it's better than you don't have the command position. But if you can, bring the command position. Solid wall behind you where you have a clear view of the door, of anyone who is entering the room. It's good if you can have a clear view of the windows as well. Try to avoid working from the basement if you can, because the basement is underground and it's not the energy that you want for you to be spending so many hours in a row while you're working. You want above ground level energy for these tasks. Okay, so you have the command position. Avoid being aligned with the door, and something very important, bring images and pictures and the decoration that's going to inspire you. They're going to be motivating to you. This is important. It's also related to doing the self-evaluation of what you like, where you are, where you want to be, and making your environment to emanate that energy that you want. So if you can do all of that with the command position, that's great. If you cannot bring the command position in, you are going to be with your back to whatever is entering the room, there are some things that you can do to fix that. One of them is to bring live plants. So live plants are wonderful. They are going to refresh and renew the energy of your environment, and they are going to help you to block the energy that is coming in your back. This is another cue you can apply if you cannot change your desk in a way that you are not aligned with the door. So if the only option you have is to sit down when your desk or your chair is aligned with the door of the room, you can bring a live plant, a beautiful, inspiring plant to put in front of the door. Not too big, it needs to have a good size, because we don't want to block the entrance, but we want to kind of hold the energy a little bit, not come straight to your desk. So you can do that either if you are aligned with the door or if you have your back to it. It's going to help to improve the energy around. Try to avoid cactus in your workspace. I don't recommend cactus inside of the space unless they are in the recognition area of life, which we need to apply the bagua in the floor plan. For those who don't know what is the bagua, in Feng Shui we work with it, and we have some different kinds of baguas depending on the Feng Shui school we are applying, but it is the correspondent areas of lives that we are going to apply in the floor plan to see where each area of life is located. We learn where is the career, relationship, recognition areas of life, and then we can enhance each of them, making them healthier and harmonizing them according to the elements that rule each of them. Yes, it's a lot of things going on. Let's not change the subject and come back and talk about workspace. I see someone here has a lucky bamboo in the office, and that's wonderful. Lucky bamboo is one of my favorite plants, and I recommend it to everybody. You just need to be careful if you never had it before, because some of them might die if you don't put filtered water. But they are wonderful plants because they bring prosperity, they renew the energy, and they are very auspicious, and they are good to have in every area of life, in bathroom, whatever you want to put them, including your office. So if you already have a bamboo in your office, know that you are making a very good choice for you. And if you don't have yet, and you can, please bring. So that's my tip about the command position. And I also I have a cheaty list here to be sure that I don't forget anything important that I would like to talk to you. Let me know if you guys have any questions about the command position or what you should do in your office about Feng Shui. I'm gonna be happy to answer, but I'm glad you guys brought the plants, because plants are very good to have in your space. Know that you were making a very good choice. Just be sure, another thing important to observe, that the plants are healthy and they are alive, because if the plants start to be dying and to not be beautiful, they are reflecting that energy, that dying energy, to the environment. So take a good care of them, and if you see that you cannot handle the plants anymore, replace them with another one to not harm the energy of your surroundings. Okay. Yeah, cubicles are very hard for command position. I'm so glad you asked that. And many people work in cubicles, and it's also hard because in some of them you don't even have your space, so it's very hard to have boundaries of your energy and the energy of the other people who are working with you. Something that you can do is to bring a bamboo to your cubicle. You can also bring a mirror. There are some people who do that and they are very creative. You can be creative as well. I don't recommend big mirrors. They're gonna be reflecting you all the time. That can not be too healthy, and then can also kind of be a distraction. But if you can bring a mirror, you're gonna place in a way, I'm making a gesture, but like a good size mirror would be something like that. And it reminds me those car mirrors. If you can bring one of those and position in a way that you see who is coming to you from your back, that's a very good cue you can bring to your space. But just try to bring a mirror who has a good size, who is proportional to the cubicle you have, and that is proportional, and that's not going to be reflecting you straight. This is something that you need to observe, but it's something that you can do. You can also bring plants if you can, and depending on how your cubicle is, you can bring good images, things, even phrases. I'm going to give you a tip of something that I have here in my home office. It's a picture right in front of my desk saying, "You got this," because sometimes we need to be reminded of that, right? So bring something that makes you feel inspired to do your job when you need, and to handle the problems that come up to you. So the mirror is going to help cubicles, and also people who are working from home and cannot change their desk, because it avoids you to be caught to be surprised in life, because we don't want that. Everybody has problems at work, but we want to see what's coming to us, and we don't want things coming at our back. So that's my tip, and let me know if you guys have any other question. I hope you heard me well, and I'm gonna look at my notes, but I believe I said everything that I had planned. If ever anybody has any questions. No? Okay, so thank you again, Reynelda, for the invite. I'm not sure if I can leave the video. Thank you. I'm not sure if I can leave the video saved here. I will if I can. And if anybody has any questions, just let me know. I'm in the group, and I'll come back here to answer you all. Thank you again. Have a good night, everybody, and let the energy flow. Bye bye.